Hey sis, welcome back to my channel. So today, as you can see, I will be showing you how I achieve my full coverage soft glam makeup look. Now, just a disclaimer, this is not a makeup tutorial. This is me simply showing you my process in achieving my go-to full glam makeup look. So if you'd like to see how I achieve this look, keep watching and subscribe. So I've already went ahead and did my skincare routine. So I'm going to go ahead and start with a domed foundation brush, and I'm going to take my Milk Hydro Grip primer and I'm going to evenly apply it all over my face so that my foundation sticks really well once I put it on. So once my primer is fully applied, I'm going in with my Double Wear Stay in Place makeup in 5W2, and I'm just gonna go ahead and evenly apply that all over my face. Now, when I first apply this foundation on, it looks a little different from my shade, but it does kind of oxidize and it blends in perfectly once it is dried. So I'm just going in, as you can see, as it oxidizes, it blends into my natural skin tone, which is perfect. This foundation also does get a little matte. I have naturally oily skin, so it just works really well to kind of combat the oils that naturally are on my skin, basically. So I'm just gonna go ahead and evenly apply that, and I'm gonna be quiet so that you guys can just watch the video. Okay, I'm back. So I'm using my Fenty Beauty contour stick in Truffle. Now this contour stick I love so much because it just blends really well. I use it a lot actually when I'm doing my cream contours. Now you'll see as I go along that I went ahead and put too much contour on my jawline, and before I could even blend that, it kind of dried up. And that's one thing about these sticks, is you kind of have to blend it as soon as possible because they are matte and they do dry pretty quickly. Even though they blend well as well, it's good to kind of blend it as you put it on. That way it does not dry up before you get to it. So that was my mistake. So if you look along, you'll see that the contour didn't exactly blend when it comes to my jawline, but I will fix that more towards the end of the video. So when it comes to applying contour, usually I go a little lighter. I start off light and then I build it up. But today I got a little heavy-handed with the contour, so I had to do a little extra blending, but that's okay. It all worked out in the end. As you can see, my arm gets a little tired. I'm just blending away. But I really like how the blend around my forehead area is coming along. It's really giving it that shade that I need, where you can just see in the center of my forehead a little light area, even though I did not yet apply any concealer, but it just appears that way because the blend is so good. Okay, so now it's concealer time. I'm going in also with my Estee Lauder Double Wear Radiant Concealer, and this one is in 4W, which is medium deep. I'm gonna go ahead and apply that underneath my eyes. This is kind of a thicker consistency, so I tried not to go too heavy on the concealer, but you know, some things you just can't control. I'm just showing you all this because sometimes when you have an intention to do your makeup a certain way, it does not always happen like that, and that's okay. We just need to go with the flow. That's what I did. So I am applying my concealer to all the areas that I want highlighted, which is under my eyes, my upper lip, my chin, and my forehead. So these areas I love to highlight because they just bring out my features a lot more. And I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that in. My color will change. I will look a little brighter, but all of that will be fixed once I get to the powders. It's gonna go ahead and edit that a little more. With my NARS Dolce Vita liquid blush, I am taking a drop of that and rosing up my cheeks a little, as well as putting a little bit of blush on top of my brow bone. It just gives it a different look. And for me, I think it ups the glam factor just by making me look a little more feminine, flirty. So yeah, I just love this technique overall. Alright, so now we move on to the powders. Now I use powders obviously to set all of the liquids that I've already put on my face. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker in Cocoa Naughty. Now this is a little deep for my skin tone, but that's okay. It's always good for me to start a little lighter when it comes to this. If you are my skin tone, I wouldn't recommend Cocoa Naughty. It's not for the heavy-handed, and I am heavy-handed, so sometimes I go a little overboard, but we make it work overall. So yeah, once I am done with that bronzer, I am moving on to the setting powder. And the setting powder I am using is also Fenty Beauty, and it is in Banana. Now I love this foundation because it has a hint of yellow under it. It looks really good with my skin tone, and there is no flashback. So I love, love, love this. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply it pretty much all over my face, to my forehead, all of the areas that I went ahead and concealed. And as you can see, I'm just literally dusting it on. I'm not really doing the whole setting situation. I find my makeup to be a little less cakey when I just dust on the setting powder. And I can't forget to go ahead and set that nose contour that I did earlier either. Off camera, I went ahead and did my eyebrows, so now I'm setting my brows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. Now I love this stuff because it just gives me kind of that bushy eyebrow look without me having to laminate my brows. So I love it, I love it, I love it. Now, I'm using some more setting powder, but it's just for the bridge of my nose. I'm also putting some right underneath my eyes so that if I have any fallout from my eyeshadow, it can catch it, and that way I can dust it off once my eyeshadow portion is completed. So I'm just going in with the same Fenty Beauty in Cocoa Naughty, and I'm just putting that all over my lid, and that just gives it kind of a softer brown neutral look. And I really love using bronzer on my eyelids. So instead of using eyeliner, I love to use eyeshadow on my bottom lash line. It just gives it a softer look. I think brown brings out my eyes a little more. So now brown is really my go-to when it comes to my bottom lash line. Now y'all know I am bald in the lash area, so to boost my lashes a little bit, I'm using the Cils Boosters XL. That just works as a primer for my lashes, so that when I do apply my mascara, it just pops or looks a little longer. So I'm applying that. Oop, almost stabbed my eye. Be careful, y'all. And now I'm going in with my NARS Climax mascara. This stuff works like magic, okay? I told y'all I barely have any lashes, but I have lashes now, okay? So now I'm going in with my NARS Super Orgasm. This stuff is so beautiful and it has some sparkles in it. So usually when I'm wearing this, I do not put on any highlighter because I feel like that would just be a little too much. So I just put the blush on and it doubles up for me as highlighter and blush. Once I am done with all of my finishing touches, I'm going to go in with my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, and I'm just going to spray myself up. And with this beauty store eye pencil in the color brown, I know. Listen, you got to do what you got to do, okay? So I'm just going to go in and outline my lips. And I'm going to go ahead and fill that in as well. Listen, I just love this eye pencil. I feel like an eye pencil is pretty much the same as a lip liner. You can do the same thing. It's the same consistency. So don't judge me. You know, it does what it's supposed to do. And finally, I am going in with my Dior Addict lip gloss in 640, and I am just applying that all over my lips. Oh my gosh, this stuff is amazing. Like, I swear, all of my Dior lip products just, it's the Dior for me, okay? So this completes my go-to full coverage soft glam makeup look, and I just love it. She's giving confident, she's giving angles, she's just giving what needs to be gave. You hear me? So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video.